Mid-cycle facelifts are mostly just that, facelifts. More often than not, car makers slap on a new grille, bumpers and rims, stand back, congratulate themselves, and call it a day, saving the best bits for the next generation model. But that's not the case over at Ford. Yes, the Fiesta has also undergone a radical nose lift late last year. But more importantly, the main mechanical bit, the engine, has been completely stripped out, all for the better. Now fitted with the EcoBoost engine, this promises to be the sportiest in the subcompact segment. Let's take a closer look.
The Ford Fiesta, though stylish, fun to drive and smart as it is never considered to be that fuel efficient. It may have arrived on the scene with a radical gearbox, a 6-speed dual-clutch automatic, but its Achilles heel is the 1.6-liter motor. No matter how you spin it, it's not exactly a glowing example of fuel economy. Driving the Fiesta 1.6 Sport extensively, you'll just average around 8 kilometers per liter. Thankfully, this motor's finally bitten the dust, and replacing it is an innovative turbocharged 1.0-liter 3-cylinder. Ford is calling this the small engine that can. It's about the size of an A4-sized sheet of paper and has 25% fewer moving parts. All that scientific stuff's good, but what does that achieve in reality? In a nutshell, it's awesome. It sounds cliche, but if there's one thing this engine does, is that it raises your confidence in 3-cylinder engines. On paper, it produces 125 horsepower, same as the outgoing motor. Above all, it produces 18 Nm of torque, 170 versus 152, over a broader range, 1,400 to 4,500 RPM, as opposed to peaking at just 4,050 RPM. This means that the Fiesta EcoBoost feels livelier, sportier, and like the Philippines, more fun. Match the throttle, and it'll send this hatchback flying. And mind you, this engine's also capable of overboost, pushing the torque figure to an even 200 Nm. Although it doesn't dig you into your seat the way a Mustang would, it does feel like having a large engine under the hood, like a 2-liter Focus for instance. In between matching throttles though, this 3-cylinder engine is remarkably quiet and smooth. Given the inherently unbalanced nature of a 3-cylinder engine, achieving this is a feat on its own. There's no uneven engine note or vibration whatsoever, and it sings a wonderfully growly note. It's an International Engine of the Year awardee after all. For all intents and purposes, it feels like a 4-cylinder engine, except of course in fuel economy. Ford reckons the EcoBoost engine should equate to a 20% improvement in fuel economy. In our tests though, that figure is way conservative. The EcoBoost actually does 35.33% better, or 13 kilometers per liter. The Fiesta also rectifies the biggest omission from before, the lack of a manual shift override. The new Fiesta now has Select Shift, which allows you to manually select a gear up or down. Aside from the new powertrain, the refreshed Fiesta now aligns itself to Ford's new design direction. As everyone rightfully points out, it's more upscale and sportier. The new face also successfully hides the fact that the Fiesta's gained a few millimeters up front for improved crash and pedestrian safety. The hood's also got a power dome built in. The rest of the exterior though is still the old Fiesta with the exception of a new alloy wheel design and new tail lamp clusters. Inside, the Fiesta's a mix of the new and familiar. The same basic cabin, still the same, but with a slew of welcome changes headlined by Ford Sync. Replacing the old voice-activated system, Ford Sync is far more intuitive and responsive. Plus, this system can actually read our text messages if you choose it to. The rest of the interior is premium feeling with new high-gloss metallic inserts on the steering wheel, piano black accents on the center console, and even cross-stitched leather on the most supportive seats in the subcompact class. Other convenience features include Ford Power Start keyless engine start-stop, automatic headlights, rain-sensing wipers, and automatic climate control. And most importantly, the instrument panel now has a dimmer switch. In other words, it's like having executive car features for just 898,000 pesos.
The Fiesta has become Ford's best-selling nameplate locally and regionally, building on the success of the Fiesta through its sporty design, excellent safety, and smart technologies. The introduction of the EcoBoost engine adds class-leading fuel economy without any shortage in performance. Bar none, the Fiesta EcoBoost brings the most smiles in the subcompact car class and can save you a lot in terms of ownership. It's definitely a fun little grocery getter.